I've got some good news and some bad news for you today. The good news is that you're going to learn a tiny little English word that over the last few years seems to be used in every conversation. And the bad news is I need my brother's help. So what are we doing today? So today we're going to explain how a small English word is being used all the time by native English speakers. So that our viewers can use it too and sound fast and natural in English conversations. So shut up. Hi, I'm Steve. Let's do this. I'm not exaggerating when I say over the last 10 years, this simple English word is heard everywhere, and it will be really useful in your English conversations. And if you haven't already guessed, the tiny word we're going to be talking about is so. Let's begin by making sure we pronounce it correctly. Seriously, it's 2 letters. How difficult can it be? I know a lot of English learners struggle with the S sound in English. And to easily get a good S sound, just close your teeth gently together, pull your tongue back, and then blow over your tongue and through your teeth. So it sounds like this. S. You try. S. Say these words. Side. Snake. Sleep. Now the O is actually 2 sounds. O. Start by making a big round shape with your lips and then push your lips forward for a W sound. O. O. And at a more natural speed, O. You try. And so together we've got so. Now the first use of so we're going to look at is when it takes the place of the phrase, why are you telling me this? Or how does that affect me? I'm going out today. Why are you telling me this? Which becomes, I'm going out today. So, notice when it's used like this, it becomes a very short sound. Listen again.
It's very warm in Australia.
So, reply with the short so sound to these statements. I've just bought a new car. I don't take sugar in my tea. I don't speak Spanish. This use of so is polite and natural, but if you add the word what after it, it can sound rude. It's like saying, I don't care. I don't like my neighbour's garden. So what? So what is the type of expression that you hear during an argument or if someone is in a bad mood. It's a good phrase to recognise, but perhaps not the best one to use. In everyday conversations, just stick to so. Now when someone asks so, the other person often replies using another so. Here it means I'm telling you because. Like this. I'm going out today. So I'm telling you this because I don't want you to worry about where I am. Can you hear that sounds a little formal? Now let's use a second so and hear the difference. I'm going out today. So you don't have to worry about where I am. Here, so is being used as an explanation of the first statement. It's a useful way to link parts of a conversation together in a natural way.
The boss just called a meeting.
So
So we might have to work late.
Now let's have a quick practice. Your words will appear on the screen as you need them. Remember to get a good W sound on the end of the O and keep the whole word so short. So.
I'm going to the gym tonight.
Now you start. So. The next use of so is as an intensifier. In other words, it makes describing words, adjectives or adverbs, sound more important. We often use very or really for this purpose. Like this. What's the movie like? It was very good. Or, how were your test results? They were really bad. But if you replace that really or very with the word so, it can sound more natural and certainly sound more emotional. But we do need to change the way we pronounce it. We make it far longer. The vowel sound is stretched out. A tip is make the O sound as long as the word that follows it. Like this. What was the food like? It was so good. Now it's your turn. Your words will appear as you need them. How strong is the coffee? Did you remember to stretch that O sound out? So strong. Try this one. How do you feel today? What's the weather like? The more you stretch the so, the stronger the emotion, the stronger the feeling. It's something you hear so often in natural English conversations, especially when people are exaggerating just for effect. I said at the beginning of the video that this tiny word so was really starting to be heard in almost every conversation, and I wasn't exaggerating, especially when it comes to the next use of so. In English, we have thinking words and sounds. It's when someone asks you a question and you need a second to come up with the answer. This is especially useful for English language learners. And the most common English thinking sound is And this is often stretched out if you need more time, like this. What do you want for your birthday? I'd like a bike. And a common thinking word is the word well. And again, this can be stretched out like this. Where are you going for your holidays? Well, I might go to Italy. But recently, and well and other thinking words and sounds have been replaced by the simple word so. How many children have you got? So, I have 3 children, 2 boys and 1 girl. The so here doesn't give any meaning at all to the answer, but it gives the person a moment to think. It's become a really natural way of starting the answer to a question. Now it's your turn. Remember, stretch out the so if you need more time. What's your job? Where were you born? Now back to the short so, and this can be used to draw attention to yourself when you're about to speak, to make sure everyone listens to you. So I have to go and pick the kids up from school. Or
So I have decided to.
try using the short so at the start of these sentences. Remember, it's just a way of saying, listen to me. Try using this tiny word the next time you have an English conversation, and you really will sound more natural. If you'd like a one-to-one coaching session with me, simply click this link. I look forward to hearing from you. I'll see you next time.